good. If it gets too much, you can drop your right foot down. Hello, it is Tuesday, right after Memorial Day. You may have noticed I'm in a new apartment. I'm staying in a loft in Fort Greene, which is, number one, my new favorite neighborhood. Number two, I've never stayed in a proper like Brooklyn loft type of apartment. And it's such a vibe. Like waking up and spending mornings here are just so nice. So I'm here for a month and it's such a dream. I'm actually about to hop on the phone with my astrologer. She's amazing. It's gonna be my second time having a session with her. I just have a couple questions that I would like answers to. So where's my laptop actually? So yeah, I will be chatting with her about just some general life questions. I have some general life questions. Also, don't judge me, but I'm having a glass of wine. It's natural and it's summer and it's 1 o'clock. So if you think about it, if I was in France, it would be normal. I'm just not in France, not in Brooklyn, but we're not gonna judge. I'm just gonna hop on the phone with my astrologer and see what she has to say about my life.
You have Uranus and Neptune in your fourth house, which is why you feel unrooted, because you have like disruption inherently in your house of roots. You probably always have this in your life, but I would also say that means you don't necessarily need to settle down in one place. Like you might be craving stability right now, and maybe you can give that to yourself for a year and see how you feel with it, but you don't need to be. Okay, so my astrology reading was very interesting. I will tell you guys about it while I am showing you how I curl my hair with this like waver crimper tool that has honestly changed the game for me. Okay, I'm just gonna let this heat up and I'm gonna grab a hair clip. My astrology reading was kind of wild. So I asked her about like a couple things. First, I asked her about the LA versus New York thing. And she basically told me that like, first of all, I'll never fully like be satisfied in one place, which is funny because I've always felt that, but I kind of felt like, I don't know, like I didn't trust that. Like I was like, I should choose one place. And my astrologer was like, I know you want that stability because you've never had it, but that's just like kind of not your personality. She's like, your entire life, see, look at that like wave. She was like, your entire life, you're never gonna feel fully settled in one place, and it's probably just best for you to have multiple homes. I was like, okay, but I think that tracks, you know, because it's like I really wanted the idea of just kind of like being in one place and feeling quote unquote normal, but knowing that that's just like not really how I best function is kind of, I can finally like relax and I don't have to feel like there's something wrong with me. And it's interesting, she told me that my career is gonna shift, or that it should shift, in a way that's kind of about like spirituality and wellness. And so I started my newsletter, which I don't know if you guys have subscribed to, but if you haven't, you should. I will link it in the description of this video. So I started my newsletter because I have been a writer since I was like 7. I think in 2006, when I was like in middle school, I was published as Scholastic's Best Young Writer. I like got flown to Carnegie Hall. I won an award. I got a letter from the White House awarding me of my skills. So I'm actually low-key a really good writer, but I just like never pursued it as a full career. That's kind of like how I started getting into influencing. Like I wanted to write for magazines. So I was doing all of the magazine internships in New York, but then I saw how much they made and I was like, ooh, like being an editor makes literally no money. So I was like, why don't I just like become an influencer? It's kind of the same thing as being a magazine editor. The only difference is you don't really write at all. And I want to start writing. So I started my newsletter, which is literally about like spirituality and wellness, which is so funny that she said that because the theme of my newsletter is about like
me being on a quest for meaning and me like finding all these modalities and finding all these practices that kind of give my life meaning. And so I like to share those with people so maybe they try them and then they can find some meaning themselves. So yeah, go subscribe to my newsletter. So she told me that. She told me like that's kind of like my best career path. She also told me that writing is really good for me, but also interviewing. She was like, you're really empathetic and like people are gonna be a big part of your career. So she suggested interviews, which I don't know if that means podcasting or like what, but really interesting and like really helpful. She also told me that I just ended things with this guy that I'm seeing. And she's also his astrologist, which is really funny. And she said very confidently that we'll get back together in a year. She was like, you guys are going through different cycles, but you will get back together in a year and you will have a boyfriend. So you'll have to decide, you know, between the two of them. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Also, look at how freaking easy this hair curler is. It's amazing. Okay, so I kind of like messed up this curl here above my face, but we're learning, we're growing, we're figuring it out. I also feel like when I do these curls, my hair looks lighter for some reason. I don't know why. So yeah, and then you just kind of like fluff it up. I would use a hairspray, but I don't have one because I forgot it at home. I'm gonna use just a little bit of dry shampoo. This is from Amika. It's actually brand new, so let's see if it even works. Whoop. And yeah, there you have it. Beach curls, easy. Okay, I'm gonna get dressed because I'm gonna go meet Laura to shoot. And yeah, okay, I'm ready. My hair is curled. I'm wearing a long white skirt that you can't really see. I needed a bag that was colorful, so I took this from the closet of the girl I'm subletting from. Hopefully she doesn't watch this, and if she does, I took your bag. And I need to go get a coffee because God forbid I walk outside my house without buying something the second I leave. And then we're gonna go get our nails done because this is freaking atrocious. And then we're gonna go meet Laura, who has literally been in like every vlog for the past like 3 vlogs. Also, speaking of vlogs, I have a freaking bone to pick with you guys because I left YouTube and you guys were like, come back to YouTube, come back to YouTube. So I went back on YouTube and my videos are not getting any views. So if you want me to stick around, I'm gonna need you guys to watch because otherwise I have better things to do with my time. Sorry, that was mean, but it's true. So if you want me to stay on YouTube, freaking subscribe, freaking, I don't know, watch them. Is that so much to ask? Otherwise, this is not a threat, but I'll be leaving again. So make it worth it, okay? Clementine Bakery, super cute. Matcha, absolute garbage. $7.25. But the pastries look so good though. And it's all vegan and plant-based. But I did not get a sweet treat because I really didn't need one, to be honest. Okay, got my nails done. It's cost me $120. It was like a Japanese nail salon, so their methods are healthier, but also more expensive, but it's worth it. I have really like banged up my nails for so long doing like shitty manicure, so this is good. Just shot with Laura, and I'm gonna go grab a sweet green salad and head to Elizabeth Street Garden and sit in the garden for a while, which will be nice, and read. finance.
Like literally somebody who thinks that our job is like cute.
We need someone who thinks that our job is cute. No, it's true. And someone who's like, you're a creative genius.
Yeah, because all they do is like press numbers on a fucking Excel sheet.
Anywho, we went to Elizabeth Street Garden.
Red, it was so cute.
It was so nice, which I would gatekeep, but no one watches these anyway, so it's not gonna matter.
I think everyone knows about Elizabeth Street Garden. Nobody actually takes the time to go there.
No.
At least that was the case for me.
But we went.
I always knew it was beautiful. I knew it existed, but I never went.
And it was stunning. We witnessed a really cringe date.
You're making out the entire time.
Must be nice. And then we were gonna go home, and Laura was like, "No, it's too nice out. We have to stay." And so here we are.
So I got a cheeky little beer.
And that's all, folks.
Good night.
Goodbye.